to bridge the gap. If you have watched any masterclass, you would have seen a performer on stage. It could be a violinist, pianist, cellist, and then you see a master who teaches the student what to do on stage. But have you ever seen a masterclass of pedagogy? Here, you actually have a pianist playing, the teacher there, and a master pedagogue. So the pedagogue does not teach the student what to do, but teaches the teacher what to do to the student. So the teacher may be teaching, and the pedagogue does not comment on the student. We bridge the gap to transform teachers into very confident people, not just if you are able to perform, but able to teach. And this method is structured, and it is going to be aligned, and it is aligned with ABRSM diplomas. These diplomas will make sure that you are qualified. How do we develop your music teaching career? We go by a pathway. It is not random. All right. So in the program that I shall be speaking today, we talk about the courses that we have. To start with, we have lectures. Now, it's not going to be talk like this, like what I'm doing now, but it's going to be followed by instrumental practicum, a practicum lesson whereby you are handheld and you are taught how to teach, the correct techniques, how you should help your students. So it's a practicum on teaching. And then we have online tutorials whereby, yes, we meet online like this and we discuss. So we discuss things like your written submission, your videos. Okay, so it is a program of which we will actually look after and make sure you improve on your teaching skills and you develop seriously in your profession to become an educator. So you will be equipped with insights to prepare for today's challenges in the homes as well as in the schools. What do we develop in the teachers? It must be a set of skills, right? Your skills to observe. Like I can observe a student for just 10 seconds, and we know what's wrong, right? So you need to have observation skill. What do you look out for? And then you need to have listening skills. What do you listen for? What happens when you have students who play all notes correct, all rhythms correct, all dynamics correct, all phrasing correct, but actually it is not going to score a distinction? So what's wrong? So we're going to teach you to have diagnostic skills. You're going to listen and you're going to diagnose a problem. The diagnostic skills will be like a doctor. You look at an X-ray and you see what's wrong there, and then you diagnose the problem, and then you solve the problem. And we come out with targeted skills whereby you can deal with that. So our pedagogy program will also include how you run your own teaching practice in your private studio, in terms of marketing, in terms of recruitment of students, and also in interacting with parents. How do we develop your skills to be able to do demonstration? Right, there are techniques. How do we teach you to execute the sounds? What kind of sounds is required of the students? How do we use the muscles, the tendons, the anatomy of the hand, and all that to facilitate the best way to play in the shortest amount of time without intense practice, without damage, without injury? We talk about tone and color, whether it's on the violin or on the piano, and we teach these teaching methods to you teachers for success in the ABRSM exams. So let's come to the word practicum. How often have you heard that word? Actually, almost not at all in Singapore. Nobody talks about it, right? So what is it actually? If you look at this picture, it has been started years and years ago. It's in white and black, so it's not something that is newly invented in this world. But in fact, the teaching method has kind of almost disappeared and became extinct because nobody practices it so seriously as to become a performer. So we see a lot of performance on the stage and stardom and all that, but we don't see the exquisite teachers doing the work. Practicum is a hands-on applied learning experience. You can read about books in pedagogy. You can write the most amazing written submissions. But are you able to put what you write or what you read into practice? At Joyeux Pedagogy Academy, we offer you practical teaching tips, learning how to observe from a master teacher which means for now it's myself and Professor Lynette, okay, to observe the students and be able to give feedback and then offer effective teaching methods. It involves real teaching students under supervision.
So I'm glad to be now doing the violin component of this course, and the purpose is to develop the teaching standards in Singapore in line with the syllabus of the Royal Schools of Music, Teaching Diplomas, which is actually very exciting. I'm really glad to see so many of you here at this webinar, and especially to know that you are here because you have the desire to equip yourself to be better in your role as a music educator. So that's fantastic. You're doing the right thing. If you signed up for this course, if you sign up for it after this webinar, you're making the best decision for your future and also for the future of all the young musicians in our country who are learning from you. I know that many of you are already establishing your teaching careers, so this is the good step forward in order to enhance your skills and to become a very effective teacher. So you are only going to get better and better as you start on this journey with the tools that we are going to give you and the insights that we hope to share. Yeah, you will have great success and job satisfaction, and everybody wins at this. So it's really a good thing. So in this Pedagogy Academy, I plan to use a mentoring approach to freely share with you all the types of methods and insights into how to motivate and to teach your students in the way that I have enjoyed. I'm happy to do this actually very selflessly because it's not something that we want to just keep to ourselves when we learn how to do things well, because in order to do it to a greater number of students, actually I can't reach that many in 1 week of teaching or even in my life of teaching. But I hope that if I teach all of you the things that I've learned along the way, that you all can be better teachers and therefore reach greater number of students. And all this is also really good because it just shows that the standard of Singapore will improve as you all come on board this course.
I think from attending like seminars or even just get-togethers, there's plenty to share and plenty to learn from each other, which is also why I think it's important. I mean, it's very beneficial whether or not you guys are signing up for the course to still go for the seminar, because it provides a platform for networking. That's one. We can meet up with like-minded teachers and we can do some discussions as well. And also there's plenty to learn from our chief examiners, because Mervyn and Zoe, they both are involved in planning the whole teaching syllabus anyway. So it's good to listen to them and get some insights also.
Grow your future at Joyeux Music Pedagogy Academy.